So how do you break the prominent code and become successful and famous in what you're doing? I've got 4 tips for you, starting right now. Hey, what's up guys? It's EJ here and this is DILÍAS. But now on this channel, we help you share tips and tricks in order to become a global entrepreneur, help you grow your YouTube channel, and of course, give you tips on how to make you stay healthy, because we need you, I need you to be healthy and to keep me motivated. Okay, so if you're new here, consider subscribing and turning on the bell icon so that you get the best out of it. Now, it's kind of challenging, trying to be famous in what you want to do. I know you try to work your ass out and then you're trying to get the best out of yourself, and then after all that, the problem is you not being famous. I mean, nobody knows you. God, that's actually frustrating. I know that to be famous is something you need to work on, okay? It's not something that can just happen overnight. Like, there are tons and thousands of people who are actually good in what you're doing, but then they don't actually go viral. Now, I'm going to show you what I see most famous people do. And when I'm talking about famous people, I'm not actually talking about people who actually, post only on Instagram, but also current entrepreneurs like Dan Lok and Sin and Nick Mian. These are people that are actually doing cool stuff on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm going to show you things that they do which I started to apply that currently gave me the little amount of subscribers that I have now. Okay, so I'm still growing. Okay, so tip number 1, make sure you create necessity in whatsoever you are doing. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't want to buy something that you feel is not necessary, and you won't actually refer something that is not necessary to someone else because you feel like you're going to lose the value to the person. Okay, so if you want to go viral, the first thing you need to work on is making sure that what you're doing is necessary. And how do you make it look necessary to people? Look, I could bet you that so many times you've gone to the market to buy something else, and then suddenly you're like looking around and you saw one flashy thing or one lovely thing that got your attention, and you bought it immediately and you started using it, and then you're like, what? How did that happen? How did it happen? Dude, necessity. Convince people that this is necessary. And how do you convince people that what you're doing is necessary? Simple. The way you make it look attractive, your packaging and the charisma you're using approaching them. That is how you can actually go famous. Now, why I say this, because it's totally necessary. I mean, you wouldn't want to buy something from someone, or you don't even pay attention to some person if you feel like what the person wants to say to you is not necessary to you. I mean, imagine you being an undergraduate and then someone comes up and say, look, I'm going to be tutoring you on multiplication table. Good, like I'm not going to pay attention to you. Believe me. So you need to get full attention by making what you have or what you're doing look attractive. Your packaging. Packaging makes it look necessary. Okay? I mean, think about it. You wouldn't want to buy something when it's not necessary, and you wouldn't actually want to refer things to people that are not necessary. Okay? I mean, think about it. You just saw an app that actually awards 20 MB or 100 MB daily to you. You'd actually refer that app to someone, and from there, the person will refer to another person, and just like that, that app is going viral within that particular community. You see? This is something you need to work on. That app is trying to show you that it's necessary for your daily subscription. So pay attention to this. Make sure that if you want to go viral, if you really want to be famous and you're confident of what you're doing that is a quality one, make sure that you show people how necessary it is, how essential it is for them to acquire that. That is the first step in getting the attention out. So once you do this, you wouldn't want to miss out the next 3 things, because even though you might actually get the attention, it might actually be a point in time during the conversation or the acquaintance where they're gonna lose interest in it. Okay, so make sure you also follow the next 3 things in order to make you go viral. Tip number 2, making what you're doing to be their top priority. I mean, think about it. You like 2 things at the same time, but then there's always one you're going to choose because you feel like this is essential and this isn't essential. Like, I need to do this thing now, but I don't need to do this thing now. Like we know in economics, there's always scale of preference. You have to arrange things according to the order of their needs. Make what you're doing their top priority. I mean, make it look urgent. They need to get it now. They need to subscribe to your channel now. They need to buy from you now. They need to vote for you now. How do you do this? This is a big problem. You can actually get people's attention, but then for you to make them do what you want them to do right now and then, it's a very big problem. Show them why they need to do it. And how do you do it? Showing them the advantage, showing them the benefit, and showing them the disadvantage if they don't do it now. I mean, letting them know that they are missing out on something already. Believe me, I don't like missing out. I mean, you wouldn't want to be left behind, you know? We don't want to be updated, okay? So make sure that you convince them by showing them that what you're doing should be done now, that what you require of them should be done now. So make sure that you can convince them that what you want them to do should be done now. I'm not going to help you figure that out because I don't know what you're doing, but you need to look within and discover what they're missing out if they don't do it now and the advantage of what they're going to get from you. Believe me, we don't want to be left behind. I would actually join you if you give me a good reason why I should do this now. Okay? Feed number 3, being lenient in what you're doing. Look, you've got to be lenient in what you're doing. Okay? Make sure that the price tag of whatever you're producing should be affordable for both the poor and for the rich. Look, you need to go viral. You need the poor to make you go viral. You need the rich to make you go viral. That is what you need. Okay? So you're making skate on YouTube, but then for someone to download a single video, it's around close to 500 MB for a video that's not up to 7 minutes or 5 minutes. That is so wrong. Like, it's devastating. I would actually report you to YouTube for that. Okay, so make sure you stop that. Make sure that the price tag you place on your product, on your services, are right for the amount, and if possible, make it cheap. I mean, once you make it cheap, you tell the person what you want the person to do for you. The person comes back and refer people to you. That is how you go viral with it. Okay, so make sure you are a lenient person. Don't just be so mean with whatever you're doing. If you're having a mean attitude towards what you're doing, you're scaring people away. Believe me, I wouldn't even want to buy from you. That is too bad. You need to be lenient enough, okay? And if you feel like your price tag shouldn't be removed, like this is something, it is decent for it, fine, perfect. Just create a decent system whereby an average and a poor person would actually be able to pay within that period of time, and then they get your product and then they refer you to someone else. Because believe me, if you give me a platform to take back payment before I get something, I'm going to be happy with that, because that is going to keep me motivated and I want someone else to get that done. Alright? That is the way you can actually go viral. Don't be so mean with what you're doing. Be lenient enough for you to go viral. So done with that, apply the 4th tip and then you're good to go and you become viral. And what's it? Putting it into their custody. You need to make people to be your own custodian concerning your goods. That is a way to make people trust you. And so make sure that people trust you to that extent. That will make you go viral. Believe me, apply these 4 tips and you're going to thank me later.